Yang Shen, if you were to take that and try and translate it into something a little bit more modernized as opposed to the classical view, you would consider it nurturing, right? In the same way that if you want a plant to grow and be healthy and strong, you would water it on a regular basis and make sure that the soil was healthy. Or let's say you have a car that you really like, it's a classic car or something like that, and you want it to last a really long time. You're going to take it to the shop on a regular basis, you're going to change the oil, you're going to make sure that you put in the right type of fuel, you're going to make sure that your spark plugs are working properly so that it's creating things. And on top of that, you're going to go out of your way a little bit to not drive it too hard. Because if you're going through life and you're slamming the brakes and you're speeding up too fast and you're jarring your body around a lot, it's probably not going to do as well as if you really tried to take care of it. So if you were to take Yangshen, you would look at it and you would say, okay, so this is a way of nurturing my life. The same way that I would nurture anything that's trying to make me stronger and more balanced. If you were to take Qi, Yin Yang, and the Zangfu theory and try and make it into one system, I would probably start with Qi as an idea, because Qi pushes everything. It's the currency, it's the fuel, it's what makes everything go. And if you have enough energy to run your system, then you get the benefit of balancing yin and yang, because it's an active process, and active processes require energy. So if you have weak energy levels or low energy levels or low qi, then you're going to get problems between yin and yang being imbalanced, because there won't be enough energy to run the system. So that brings us to the next point, which is yin and yang. So yin and yang are a classification system. They're kind of hard to find. Like, you can classify various parts of the body as yin or yang based on whether they're upper or lower or different things like that. And the idea of yin and yang comes from the in ancient times in China. They understood that people worked in cycles, right? And so yang, which the Chinese word for yang, represents the sunny side of a hill. And yin represents the shady side of the hill. During the day, people would be more active. It would be warmer. You could see more movement. There was more activity, and yin would be a time where people would be quieter and more tired, or they'd sleep, and the temperature was cooler. You could see things changing based on whether the things were active or things were inactive. So that's really what yin is and yang is. It's a classification system. Going from there, so understanding that energy is what drives these systems, and yin and yang are a classification system, that's what brings us to Zangfu. The Zangfu system is a way of categorizing various systems within the body. In traditional Chinese medicine, they don't just look at the organs in terms of their structure. They look at a lot of things from a functional point of view. So you'll see in certain areas, the spleen is related to the pancreas, and the kidneys are related to the adrenal glands. And so what Zangfu does is it takes the yin and yang and starts to make it a little bit more functional within your body and classifies things. And what that does is it allows you to kind of adjust things, just like what we were talking about with the car. It's Zangfu theory that allows you to change the oil and recognize, because the different organs are associated with different seasons during the year, and it just teaches you other ways to identify how to make small adjustments that'll give you a really big payoff later. And again, these are classification systems for various systems within the body. So the kidneys, again, are associated with the endocrine system. The digestive system, the spleen and the stomach are associated with the digestive system, and so on and so on. So when you really get a handle on these things, this is where you really start to see the benefit of adjusting things and nurturing.